Hey, bro, you want to start a YouTube channel?
Mm, why not?
But what type of channel?
Wrestling.
Hey, everybody, this is Chris and
Mue.
coming to you with
Blood Brother.
commentary, reviewing NXT and
Pay-per-views. Maybe a little bit of Raw. Maybe some SmackDown. Put some AEW in the mix.
okay. If I cuss out y'all about this AEW, because I'm not really into this AEW stuff, but he loves it, so we're gonna go with that. But we're here today to talk about some Royal Rumble 2020, the good, the bad, you know. So, he want to give out a shout out first to,
Oh yeah, we're skipping the pre-show. But shout out to Sheamus coming back.
thank God he changed his hairdo because,
Oh no, gosh.
nah, bro, that hairdo was really bad.
It was vicious. But let's start with the first match. Roman Reigns versus
Baron Corbin. Boring Baron Corbin. This man, I mean,
it had some good spots, but at the end of the day, you already kind of knew that Roman was going to win. Because, in my opinion, Roman always has to get his win back.
He does gotta get his win back. That's because he's the big dog. And, God knows, why did I use the big dog? I mean,
Oh, yeah, if you've seen SmackDown, they put that into...
what you saying they put him in shame? Like,
For the big dog, yeah, but we're not here for SmackDown. We're here about that porta potty scene.
okay.
Right when I saw them was next to the porta potty, I was like, oh, I already know how this is going. And in my opinion, I think that's worse than what they did to Roman with the
dog food?
yeah.
Well, I think no. I think the dog food is. The dog food was iffy. I don't understand why in the world the dog food was even there. I don't understand. I don't like this storyline. Don't like it at all. It's really boring. Baron Corbin, this whole entire King Corbin thing is very dry to me. If you get what I'm saying, it's very dry. It's very just.
Right. We need to go back to NXT Baron Corbin.
Yeah, for real. Because I mean, I don't know.
But to end that with the Roman versus Baron Corbin.
But one spot was good. I did like when I do like with the Baron Corbin, that match. One thing I did like about it was that they basically we went all over the place. I love because the arena that they were in, they had different spots. So it wasn't even. It was a fail. It was a what type of match was it again? You forgot, didn't you?
It was a match.
It was all over the place.
It was
But
a falls count.
there we go,
anywhere
a
match.
falls count anywhere match. But the match itself, to me, it was all over the place. They had different spots. It wasn't just the same spots where they put you at and they want you to fight. And it was different. It had some differences, but some it was boring to me. Still. Next is the Women's Royal Rumble, which to me I loved. It was fantastic. We had some great entries. NXT really shined.
Yes, they had like 12 people in the match. And guess what? It's like a 30-woman battle royal or a rumble match. So that's nearly almost half the participants.
Yeah.
I was looking for some little like some spots and whatever. And not to be a spoiler, but if that really happened, if that was the same effect in the men's Royal Rumble, I wouldn't have a problem. But I have a problem because it's like half of them was NXT. Like it just makes sure that nobody. It just says to the main roster that y'all not doing no.
This guy was up here mad about the whole entire NXT. To me, it made NXT shine. It started off with Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair, my queen. My queen just, she just took stage. That's just what she does at the end of the day. And she got in there. She eliminated multiple people. She came out to be how many people did she eliminate?
I think 7.
So I mean, number,
Well, so I took some notes. Haha, nerd. So one of the spots I liked was, well, did not like, was Lana coming out, and it was Lana, and then Liv came out. Liv eliminated Lana, if I'm sure, and then Lana eliminated Liv. So how did that even work? That don't make no
But
sense.
I didn't like that part. You're right. I didn't like that part. But I feel as though the Lana angle, both of them work on a win. So, bye Felicia.
Bruh.
So I wasn't mad about that whole entire thing.
But then there's another spot that was great.
What spot are you talking about?
Otis. Otis is the man.
Otis, like literally, she fell over like, boop, and then was just like,
Otis is there. How does he even get there? We like, oh, Mandy's eliminated. No. Otis saved her.
so that was a good part on there. You're right.
This, I love this storyline better than the Otis and Mandy and Sonya storyline is so much better
But-
than the Liv, Lana, Rusev, and Lashley. Man,
It is.
my man Lashley.
Yeah, but you even though you talking about that part, I feel as though the part where she was the elimination part of her throwing how did they eliminate? Tell me, I forget how they got eliminated again.
What, Liv and Lana?
Yeah.
Well, Liv had
No, not Living Lana. You talking about Sonya and Mandy.
Sonya and Mandy. So,
Bro thought that he was going to catch her again at the end of the day.
and he did though.
He did.
But then Sonya wanted to get in the mix as well, and he was like, I can't.
He
let
said,
you
"You too heavy. Y'all too heavy for this." Oh wait, yeah, y'all too heavy.
Man. But, after that, it was just like eliminations after eliminations until at, I think 17, this is when the Royal Rumble really started because, the Charlotte Flair.
But it was okay. Before you go on talking about that, but Charlotte, I feel as though the first half of the Royal Rumble was like one chapter, and then you had when Charlotte came out. Then you was like, okay, we about to get to some heavy hitters. We about to get to some women that we could see pairing up. It was a big. We was like, okay, we're getting ready to get there at the end of the day. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Then we have this Charlotte versus Bianca because Bianca had already thrown everybody out
She did.
by then, so it was just like, I want this match, Charlotte versus Bianca Belair. Give it to me.
Yeah. I
Oh
definitely.
wait. Before that, mistaken.
What?
My favorite bodyguard came back. Tamina Snuka. Bodyguard for everybody.
Tamina is. I don't even know how to describe this Tamina. Yeah.
Bodyguard, that's all you can.
But the best of this Royal Rumble was another queen came back. She glowed up this whole entire arena. She got the biggest pop of the night. Who am I talking about, Louie?
You talking about Afro wearing? Naomi is back.
Yes.
In WWE.
Yes, completely.
Finally.
God knows that was the best part of that night. I think I jumped as far as I think I hit the roof when I did that.
That Afro was on fleek.
Really was.
Yes. We had a confrontation between Naomi and Charlotte. Lit, as always. I mean, Naomi did, after they had that confrontation, team up with Charlotte, which was stupid, but...
I mean, I would stick with my sister, but
Yeah, they came after Bianca.
I mean, I would stay with my sister, but she said whatever. But to me, the pairings, even inside that match, those three in there, when you had Charlotte, I could see Charlotte going against Bianca. I could see Charlotte going against Naomi going against Belair. That ain't Belair, right? Okay. Yeah, I can see them really going at it at the end of the day. I mean, I think that would be it. I love the Royal Rumble because you can see different. I feel as though you can see different storylines that if WWE would try, the pairings probably would be fantastic. At the end of the
Yes,
day.
it would be. But let's finish this up with the Women's Royal Rumble with Charlotte eliminating Bianca while Bianca was on the top rope Charlotte was like, you don't need to be in there anymore. Clank. Then we had then we had a couple other people coming in like Beth Phoenix. We had Natalia.
Which killed it. Miss Beth Phoenix. Oh my goodness. You know, we talking about, you know, the wife first. We'll talk about, you know, who later on. You know, that's a big one. But she coming in there at the end of the day, Beth Phoenix that's another person that I feel as though very just like, come in here, I'm still in the show, whatever at the end of the day, point blank. Got hurt and still was like on top at the end of the day. Yeah. Was not playing at the end of the day. I love that part about Beth Phoenix.
She made it to the final four because it was Beth and Natalia, Divas of Doom, with Charlotte and Shayna. Well, Charlotte was outside the ring at the time, but that was the final. Yeah,
you know, number 30 had to be Shayna.
But then Beth was like, Natalia, I remember on the first Royal Rumble, when you eliminated me. Payback is due. She eliminated her.
She did.
And then, if I'm mistaken, then Shayna eliminated Beth Phoenix. So then we had Charlotte and Shayna. WrestleMania worthy match.
Really was a WrestleMania worthy match, but I feel as though Shayna should have won. Let's just put it
Shayna should have won. Shayna had multiple opportunities. We was talking about when Charlotte was dangling on the
apron on the
ropes.
Yeah, she could have used her fingers. I was thinking maybe she's going to use her fingers to break her fingers.
Those joints.
Yeah,
that she's very known for.
She's going to be Mr. Pete Dunne on this joint, but that's another superstar. But I thought that we're going to break fingers and whatever to just win at the end of the day. But no, yeah, you're right.
But then we had Charlotte winning the match. It wasn't like no pizzazz, no. Yes, like we had in the first two Royal Rumbles, we had Asuka winning. I mean, granted, a lot of people probably thought that Asuka was going to win, but it was just like the way, it was just like anticipation. And maybe because it was the first Royal Rumble. Then we had the second. We had the second where the man, Becky Lynch, came in and took names. Y'all know the
But you can't get mad, Moy, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, it's Charlotte Flair. She's going to win. She's going to win 3 Royal Rumbles. Like, just get it over with already.
I'm just telling you, we better not see no Becky versus Charlotte. I love Becky. I love her, but I ain't trying to see Becky versus Charlotte. We're gonna go back to
We're talking about
John Cena versus Randy Orton all over.
Yes, but we're talking about WWE. We're talking about a company that. Basically, the fans wanted to see Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch go against each other, but they put Charlotte in there for like why at the end of the day? Why did y'all put her in there first of all?
All right. But before we missed one queen that was not there, Miss Sasha Banks.
Oh my gosh, I missed her.
Hope she's all right.
That made me very sad.
I think that was definitely missing from the Royal Rumble.
That really was. Like, really pissed me off because I miss Sasha. But we know, get well soon. To the next person. Next match was what?
The next match was we had Lacey versus Bayley.
That was boring as I don't know what. Lacey, she's good when she's on SmackDown. Keep her on She should have been in the Royal Rumble. I love how do I even describe her? I feel as though
botches. All about botches.
Botches on botches on botches. Like this is Royal Rumble botches. She has a bad thing of when she's in the spotlight, I feel as though it's like, oops, I'm supposed to do this. Oops, it's like all the character, her charisma leaves. All of it just dies off. I'm not a big Lacey Evans fan. I don't like how they switched from bad Lacey to good Lacey. It was no type of good, smooth division to say, okay, she's gonna be a face now at the end of the day. I feel as though after Saudi Arabia, she did this thing with Natalia, and now it's like, oops, Now she's a face now. But onto the match per se, at the end of the day, and like I said, it was boring as heck. What is your take?
It could have been better. It was all these botches, the only move that she's always great at is her moonsault. Like that one from the top rope. That one is epic. Nobody else, I don't think. Well,
I
haven't
missed
seen
that one. She did get on that one?
Of course, that's the one move that she will never miss. But then we had to end the match. We had Bayley just countering that moonsault and then just
doing the most famous move in WWE history, the roll up.
But I don't even think it was a roll up. It was just like a pinfall. But then she used the tights, but she didn't even need
the tights. Like, Bayley's boring all by herself. I think you put boring with boring and you're gonna get boring.
No,
that's basically.
Heel Bayley is coming into her own. She's coming into her own.
I disagree with you. I'm a Bayley hater.
But surely she's coming into her own.
Nah, we gonna cut that part out. So, what is the next match, bro?
The next match is the Universal Champion, The Fiend, versus my man's Daniel Bryan.
And this starting of this match was fantastic because...
Well, first you gotta tell them what type of match this was.
Oh, it was a leather strap match?
What was a strap match?
It was a strap match.
But it was a brutal strap match.
It was very brutal. But the beginning of the match, we all thought that we was going to see this piercing red light. And thank God WWE has some sense to be able to go, you know what? We're not going to put that there at the end of the day. We're going to let y'all see the match in its entirety. So, just to put that out there, thank you, WWE.
Yes, because it was like many superstars were saying that face the Fiend, and the Fiend, Bray Wyatt himself was like, I don't like this red light. It's hard to wrestle in it. But the great thing about this stipulation with the Universal title match was that they told a story with it. Bryan was really trying to get the Fiend. He was trying to get it, but always, every time he tried to and almost had the Fiend, he would just hide away, light go off, or he would go under the ring.
Right.
So he said, I want a strap match where we're both tied to each other and I gotta handle you. You can't go nowhere.
But on the flip side, I can see it as dumb just a little bit in the storyline per se. Why in the world would you attach yourself to somebody at the end of the day that literally is like, we're gonna bring this back, who got curb stumped 8 times? I don't know, why did you think, a ninth we're gonna be like, now I'm gonna get him down? No, at the end of the day.
No, but you gotta think about Bryan not thinking of that. Bryan is thinking of I'm not thinking that he's better than Seth Rollins, but he's a wrestler, so he's just like, no, I'll be able to do this. So this is like, he's like, I'm going to strap you, I'm going to pin you, and I'm going to win this Universal title. But side note, when Bryan was a GM, let's remember back when he was like, this Universal title, oh gosh, who wants to be the Universal Champion?
Now this brother want to be the Universal Champion.
Right.
But that's another side note for Daniel Bryan. But this match was fantastic. It was one of the matches of that night. I feel as though it was one of the single matches of the night at the end of the day. Hands down, I really do think they told a story. It was very brutal. It was a lot of different spots in this match that was just very, very unique, very just telling at the end of the day. And the end of this match at the end of the day, seeing Bryan's back, and like, oh my God, this man literally went through HE double hockey sticks towards this at the end of the day.
Right. Now, some of the memorable spots for me was when the Fiend was pulling for a picture and then attacked Bryan. So he's like, bam, with the strap. And then we had the Fiend was getting close to the commentary booth, so Michael Coles was like, get the hell out of here. All scared and all that. That was fun. Then we had, one of the best one was this. The Fiend wanted more yes kicks, so Bryan kept on hitting him with the yes kicks.
Yeah, that one.
Then we have Bryan like, okay, this is done, it's over. Mm-hmm. Bryan's like this. He's like, I'm going to hit this running knee. Yes, movement. Yes, yes, yes. He goes into the corner, do the yes. Waits for the Fiend to get up. Tries to run and give him a running knee. The Fiend blocks that, turns that into a Sister Abigail. 1, 2, kick out.
That is it. But then the thing is this, after that, that was the final one before we had the whole tire standing up like this brother was up here trying to be taken for a second. Which, not giving him that due yet at the end of the day. Not ever giving him that due. But just certain things about him, the way he's moving, the way he's, using this character to be able, it was just, it's amazing. I mean, you took the words out of my mouth with every moment basically there because all the moments was really, really good.
Right. Well, with that being said, we had The Fiend retaining his Universal Champion when he pinned Daniel Bryan using the claw.
Yes, very.
With a 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
So it was fantastic. It really was a great match.
So next, we have Becky, the women's champion, versus Asuka. And meanwhile, Asuka is a tag team champion.
She is, and she is fantastic. That's another one right there. But this match was fantastic. This was hands down my pick for match 2 of the night. Either way, with the match prior and this match, either way it could go. But this match was fantastic. It was telling. It was, the spots were on point with everything. Kairi Sane playing her little parts there. I love Kairi Sane as this little evil little character coming in there, doing her little spots and everything like that. Yeah,
it was just great. You had Becky and Asuka doing some very different type of spots that I haven't seen before.
Yes, you did.
You had, from them, I should say. You had Becky doing the disarmor from like the top rope.
You did.
On Asuka, you had then you had the return of, it looked like, because Becky had like a finisher, a move finisher that she was doing like after WrestleMania, but then it went away, and it looked like it came back, but on like the middle rope, and then you had the 1, you had the 2, and then you had the kick out.
Yes,
you
did.
You had Becky actually feeling like, oh no, this person is, I can't beat her, because the storyline was basically Becky saying that the only person that she had to beat was Asuka, and last year around this time, 2019 Royal Rumble, Asuka beat and tapped out the man.
Very telling story within this. Like, I feel as though this is another storyline that they did fantastically telling. The superstars did fantastically telling the story. Even up to the end of this match, where you tell it.
Where you had where Asuka was just giving kicks. She was vicious. Those kicks, oh my goodness.
Asuka got the best kicks.
Right, she was the best kicks. She was like wailing on the man with these kicks to the point where it was thought by the ref and everybody else that Becky was knocked out. And Becky looked like she was knocked out. The ref was about to go. The ref checked on her and looked at her, was like, "Oh, I guess you're knocked out." So he went and was about to ring the bell. Then the man woke up, got that second win. And then just grabbed on that ref leg like, no, you're not doing this.
I feel as though the chick was knocked out. I feel as though she was knocked out for real. But that's neither here or there. Go ahead.
Then you had Asuka and Becky. They was tingling going at it. Then it was like a mishap with the referee. So then Asuka was like, this is the perfect time. I'm going to sneak in, take this Raw Women's Championship, be a double champion. She used the green mist. Well, she thought she was.
Yeah, she did.
Where Becky, Becky. She countered, kicked to the stomach, made Asuka spit up the mist all in the air like a Triple H moment.
Yeah, for real. I was like, okay, I see you with your voice just a little bit. I see you. But to see the green mist go all over her face at the end of the day and go, and the story being like, you couldn't get it. You couldn't get me that time with that green mist at the end of the day. You got me all those other times with the green mist. But this time, you don't got me at the end of the day. I got you for that. I know how to get you. I know how to work. You know.
Personally, I think WWE just didn't have a fight for Becky for a minute. It was just like, oh wait, we have Asuka who did beat her last Royal Rumble, because in my opinion, we could have built this like a year in the making, and this would have been a gigantic match.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Gigantic
It was
match.
Yes.
Because you said gigantic match, but gigantic match.
No matter the word, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh gosh, like I said, hands down, great match.
So then we have Becky retaining,
Yes.
Raw Women's Champion, going into WrestleMania hopefully with the title. Hopefully we ain't gonna see no Becky versus Charlotte. We hopefully see some Becky versus Charlotte, maybe also Shayna, because side note, back from the Women's Royal Rumble match, we had Shayna, before she go in the ring, attack Charlotte. So maybe we'll see a triple threat.
Yes.
Like last year. I mean, personally, I would just go for Becky versus Becky versus Shayna. But
Yeah, I would
is
go
what
for
it
definitely Becky versus Shayna. Charlotte, I hope and pray to God they don't go into the focus like we were saying earlier of Charlotte versus Becky, because I think the audience is very tired of seeing this match. They already know. To me, like, there's so with Charlotte, there's so going back to her, and I know we went through this part already, but with Charlotte, at the end of the day, there's so many times we know that so many times Charlotte's going to lose. She's going to win at the end of the day, and it's going to be predictable. I feel as though you need something that's not predictable. You need some. With WrestleMania looming at the end of the day, you need something that's unpredictable.
yes,
That's the big thing about it. WWE needs unpredictableness in their company. And hopefully they go with that. But on to the next match at the end of the day, which was the Men's Royal Rumble match, which was fantastic. Ooh, I'm a lie. I just lied a little
it was good. It was good, but I think it was better than the women's Royal Rumble match, in my opinion.
He lied from the devil.
You
That's a lie
had
from the devil.
number one, Brock Lesnar.
Nope.
Coming in at number one.
Nope.
The WWE champion.
Nah.
Then you had number two, Elias.
Now, okay.
His
yeah.
song was funny.
That part was funny. That part was funny with Elias. But at the end of the day, Brock, to me, I hate Brock in a match. Brock is boring. Like, this man literally dumped every single last man over there until he got to Kofi. When Kofi came out, I love that Kofi came out with a different face. He did not come out looking like, oh, I'm happy here, I'm here, shout do. He came out like, okay, bro, I'm here to fight. I'm ready to come at you. That's just what's it. So I love that part. And then Big E came in and was like, I got my brother, and we're gonna get this beast out of here.
And
then
don't
we
forget
had
Ray.
We did have Ray too.
So you have Shin coming out, the Intercontinental Champion. So when you think of, oh, this is the Intercontinental Champion, you just be like, yeah, he about to do work on Brock. They already have fought before in the past. Nope. Gets eliminated quickly. But the funny part is,
nobody gets Brock at the end of the day. It doesn't work.
But the funny part is, Sammy usually would come out with
That was
and
funny.
go to the ring with
Brock.
Shin.
With Shinsuke.
But he was like, nah, I'm going back in the back. That was funny.
And I don't blame him at the end of the day. He's like, it ain't my time to die at the end of the day. You want to go in there, you want to get destroyed by Brock Lesnar, go ahead and do it at the end of the day. I don't know why would y'all put your Intercontinental Champion in there and destroy what he's built. Like, he needs to build this title. I forget Shinsuke is the champion. Like, I really do. I don't even know why he even has that title. To me, let him, like, I miss NXT Shinsuke, and I think we are never going to get to that part ever again, sadly. But, well, I mean, what else do you see within this match that was good?
So we got Keith Lee coming out, and Brock like, yo, who's this big man? Who is this guy? So we got a confrontation between Keith Lee and Brock. Oh, let me see that match in the
That was a great little showing at the end of the day, But I'm always gonna throw that but when it comes to Brock. I don't need him squashing another black brother again. I don't need it. We already saw it with Kofi. I don't need to see another brother again just going, You know, just don't.
So then Braun Strowman comes out, and then Braun gives Brock the work, gives Keith the work,
Yeah.
because then he realized, oh wait, you the bull from earlier, like in the NXT invasion. I think you all hot stuff. But then while they're confronting each other, Brock goes and eliminates both of them.
He
I'm
does.
like, why do you do this while Brock is in the ring? You just be like,
Y'all need to. I don't understand this part. Y'all looking at each other when you have the enemy right there. If y'all trying to gain to get his championship, he wins, and he said this in his promo. He said, "If I win at the end of the day, when I win," Paul said, when he wins at the end of the day, he doesn't have to go against anybody for that championship. So you're gunning for his championship or the Fiend's championship. So at the end of the day, be smart and go, you know what? Best, I'm going right after Brock. We're going to get this man out. 1-2, first shot at the end of the day. But, you know, it's going to come. It's going to come. You know, who came out next?
part of the come is when Ricochet comes out.
Yeah, part of that. Ricochet said, "Shit, I'm gonna do a little flip. You ain't gonna get me out of here that quick, bro."
Nope, but he called him, and then he took him down. But his mistake was he left him in there. So then, Drew McIntyre comes out of the ring.
Yes,
Comes out
yes,
of the,
he does. And we just like, a king has arrived.
So then you have the confrontation between Drew and Brock. So then he forgets that Ricochet is in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet kicks him in the balls.
Yes.
Remembers
Yeah.
on Raw the other night that Brock had came out and kicked him in the balls.
He said, "These testicles ain't gonna get that. I'm gonna knock your testicles too." Testicle must be it.
So then you have Drew McIntyre hit Brock Lesnar with the Claymore kick to get him out of the ring.
Yes, you did. And that was gold because the look on his face was like, "Nah, this brother didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't come at me like that." And I'm looking like, "Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did come at you like that. Yeah, he did." So now the thing about it is this: after Brock got eliminated, was the best feeling because we're like, okay, we're about to see a fan. Now I can agree with you with saying, okay, this Royal Rumble was fantastic. When we got to that point, but the only thing that scared me was like, I'm still going in like, Roman's gonna win. Roman's gonna win. They're gonna throw Roman in here. Roman's gonna steal the show at the end of the day. But then we had some more entries that came in. Who else came in that you saw that was like starstruck? Like, okay, great.
Then you have Matt Riddle was one of the people. You had
He got eliminated easy.
easy quick. You had Seth coming at 30.
With his whole entire posse. No, give him his name.
The Messiah.
The Messiah. No offense.
You had Aleister Black. You had who else? You had KO, Samoa Joe.
You did. And I think they did great with Seth coming out. Well, before Seth came out, before we're going to talk about Seth come out, who we had came out before Seth?
Yeah. Oh, you talking about him?
Yeah, we talked about that
So,
one.
number 21.
Was
It
the...
was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You think you know me? Da-da-da-da-da.
That was like, I was like, yes.
Yes.
What? 9 long years without bruh in there at the end of the day? Oh my goodness. That was the best feeling just to see Edge in there. But even though he kept he kept on spearing people, I kept on going like, oh, don't kill him. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. But he kept on spearing people and I'm just like, yo. I thought he was going to die. I was like, oh my goodness, God help us. But, go ahead.
So yeah, he looked like he didn't miss a step. To be honest, he was just like bang, bang, bang. He was spearing everybody.
Yes.
Came in and speared Dolph. Then he speared Carl Anderson. Then he speared Drew McIntyre.
It looked
And
like
then,
9 years wasn't even there. It was like he
Right.
was just wrestling yesterday.
Then we got the confrontation between Edge and AJ Styles.
Oh my goodness.
Give me that match. Edge versus AJ Styles.
I will
any
be here
day.
for that match any day at the end of the day. Put that match on a plate, I eat it up in a flat second at the end of the day. That's like
Right. But then, after Edge at 21, basically, we got Roman Reigns at 26.
boo. I mean, well, not boo.
So we
Because
was
he
like,
hasn't pissed me off within. He hasn't. His character has been on the sidelines, thankfully, where they putting other stars there at the end of the day, which is great. But yeah, it was Roman. I was like, yep, there we go. He's gonna win. But
what I need to see is this. So we have Roman there, we have Edge there, and then we have Seth there, we have Randy there. But the only thing I wanted to see, I want to see an Edge and Seth Rollins confrontation, because there was back in when Seth was a heel, Seth tried to kill this man. So I need to see that.
yeah, I think they could do well with that. I think they could use Seth. On another note, on Seth's character, I think they can use the Messiah and use Edge's injury to be able to make this beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I do think so. But even back to the thing with number 30, when we was at number 30, everybody thought, people kept on speculating, oh, CM Punk's coming back. CM Punk's coming back. CM Punk ain't coming back for a long time. I think WWE did a fantastic job by spoofing and pushing, with the audience, with Seth being in number 30, then CM Punk, because the audience were going to boo whomever was number 30, because if it's not their person, they're going to boo regardlessly. Putting a heel there is the most safest thing, which I feel as though it's beautiful, because Seth is supposed to be a heel. So if he's going to get booed, it's nothing bad with it.
You're right. So we get to the final four. We got Randy Orton, Edge. You know them as Rated RKO. Then you have Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So then you have Edge is just in the ring. Then you see Roman Reigns. They come together.
Yeah.
Edge versus Roman. Spear versus Spear.
Yes,
Which one is going to win?
Yes.
But then we get to they're both outside the ring, almost outside of the ring, hanging on. We get Roman eliminating Edge. So then this was already before Edge had already eliminated Randy. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm going to get you before you get me.
Yeah, he did say that.
So then we have the final two as Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Everybody thinking Roman's going to win.
Yeah, they did. Hey, right here.
So then we get McIntyre ducks Reigns. Then we get McIntyre hits the Claymore out of nowhere. Then tosses Roman Reigns out of the ring to get Drew McIntyre, the winner of the 2020.
Oh my goodness.
Royal
I was
Rumble.
like, I wanted to cry for him, because God knows this man has been through 3MB, has been through, his first run in WWE. It was so beautiful to see this man at the end of the day become the Royal Rumble winner and go ahead to main event WrestleMania after all the crap that he's been through, after getting fired. All these things at the end of the day. Like, it was just amazing. That was the best person, one of the best people that they could have chose to win the Royal Rumble. In my opinion, I think that was one of the best picks they could have.
Yes. The chosen one has finally
come.
Chosen.
Yes, the chosen one has finally came at the end of the day. So I cannot wait how in the world they're going to build whoever he goes against at WrestleMania, which, we already know, I feel it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I can't wait to see how this storyline progresses. I just hope they don't push Brock as this, I'm going to throw him all over the place at the end of the day. I want to see a story. I don't want to just see Brock suplex 5 people, suplex him 25 times. That's just boring to me. I want to see a match. But altogether, this pay-per-view was fantastic. Not fantastic. It had its ups, it had its downs. This pay-per-view was very, very good to me. Like, very great, very clean. Had some, Bailey and Lacey Evans. I'm always, yeah. If we can, that match, to me, it was a great pay-per-view.
All right. It was really good, I think maybe last year's was probably a little better than this year's, but, end of the night with Drew McIntyre winning was a great move.
It really was.
Thank you for watching our first ever episode of Blood Brother.
Commentary.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.